Hey guys, it's Brian here at Red Leaf Ranch.
And Dominic.
We are going to harvest our sweet potato today. We planted it back in late May, early June, and it's the first week of October, so I definitely think it's big enough now. And it's just really overtaken everything. It's still growing abundantly, but I think it's time to get it out of the ground.
It's not in a Nepenthes, so I have nothing to say about it, but I will be helping dig.
So we're just gonna put the camera aside and harvest. Let's see what happens.
So we're going to start digging the marigolds out and all these viney weed things.
They're leaves. They're leaves.
It's not a Nepenthes and it's not a perennial to me, but it does get pretty flowers.
Stop.
So we're going to start digging out the vines, and I'm assuming at the end of these roots there's going to be some nice sweet potatoes. Brian made these raised beds.
Just gonna take the marigolds out, just really clean
Ooh.
everything up as we go.
They're big, I think. Yeah.
Really
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just break it off.
Whoa.
They were like, they look like little fetuses or something.
Yeah, it looks like babies.
It looks like a manatee, like two manatees. Look how big these are.
Oh.
They were, ooh, the chickens are in it. They were just like together. Wow, those are nice. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my
Look at
god.
this one. You never know what you get. This one is a snake. There's its tongue. Or a hummingbird. Wait, we could do a hummingbird.
Oh yeah. Or like a seahorse.
All of the above.
Look at this one.
Wow, that one's huge.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got this basket, but I don't think it's gonna be big enough for all these sweet potatoes.
Okay, you do not see shapes. This one is a swan. You do not
That
see
is
these.
a swan.
You do not see these
Or
in the
like-
store like this.
No, you don't. The beauty of growing it at home, you get all the weird ones.
Here comes more. What kind of surprise shapes are we gonna get on this stuff? Ooh,
Oh,
it's just a fat snake.
it looks like a worm. Like a massive worm. Oh my gosh, this is all gonna be so good for the compost too.
Another one. Got another clump. This one's a heart. Oh, well, maybe. Kinda. Maybe not.
It's lumpy. There's gonna be so many. Oh my gosh, we already filled the basket and we're only on the first quarter of it. Yes! Wow. Look at this one.
Huge.
It's a big old yam. It's a nice cluster here. They're all like really molded together. Sorry, marigold. Oh, holy shit. That looks weird. Oh, there's one deep in here. Oh. Almost looks like a carrot. Oh,
Hi, Tony.
that one.
How you doing?
Collecting the sweet potatoes.
Looking pretty over there.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Thank you.
looking good.
Thanks.
We're getting sweet potato.
They're huge.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, that one deep in there. There's another one.
So these are all the sweet potatoes we harvested. There's so many. Filled the whole entire basket. And then some. What are you going to plant in here next?
Since it's a nice deep bed, so maybe another root vegetable. I was thinking beets. We have a lot that are currently growing, but I need to thin them out, and the ones that I thin out, I'll transplant here. Just to see how they do through the season. Not really banking on it, because there's already some really growing well over there. But just to see what happens. And and then just have it fallow throughout the winter until next year. So this is all that remains of our sweet potato bed. Now that none of the leaves are here, I know the chickens are gonna love scratching around, as they already are. Goodness, these little creatures. But I was definitely here for a hot minute, making sure I was getting deep in there to see if anything grew really nice and deep. And there were some things that some sweet potatoes that I noticed were actually stuck in the clay. I imagine they just kind of stopped growing because it was so hard to expand through the hardness of that clay. So hopefully for next year, the soil underneath, hey, excuse me, get, root. So hopefully next year, the soil underneath will be much looser so that whatever we plant next is able to expand and grow to its fullest potential. Look at our potatoes!
The worm.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird,
Shapes.
funny shapes.
The hummingbird was my favorite.
Oh my goodness, like what even is that? It looks like...
It looks like a snake, like with its head up. Like
Or a worm, maybe a colon. So funny looking. But you can tell they got this shape because like they wrapped around each other,
Yeah.
you know?
Interesting.
Fascinating,
shapes.
fascinating.
Chloe, are you happy with that?
You're gonna love all the sweet potato, Chloe. You're gonna get some. Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Hey guys, so before signing off, I actually want to talk a little bit about what I learned growing sweet potato. It was my first year ever growing it. I planted 12 plants in that really big bed you saw. And I think for next year, when planting sweet potato, maybe not plant as many and have them spaced out a little more, because I feel like they would have appreciated the room for sure. Even pulling them out, you can see how they started winding around each other, really similar to like how carrots grew. They need to be spaced out for sure. They were a beautiful, beautiful plant to grow in the garden. I loved its leaves and how big and viney it got. You do have to train it. It doesn't vine on its own, so I used a lot of like little ties to tie them along some bamboo. But a really beautiful vegetable to grow in the garden, and it's abundant. Like, look at all the sweet potato we got. I'm sure if they were spaced out appropriately, we probably would have got a lot more. But I think for the first time, this is amazing. Funny looking, but amazing. So many different kinds of shapes and sizes. That's the real fun part about growing, you know, your own food. You get all the weird stuff in between. And it shows you that nature isn't perfect. It's not meant to be perfect, but it's still incredibly beneficial for us. And the chickens are ready. Look at them. Just waiting. Y'all ain't getting on this sweet potato. Now I'd say the next mission with the sweet potato would be to figure out how to store it all. I'm definitely going to clean it up and get it in a cool place to store so we can have it ready for the winter. Or figuring out a way to can it. Because I'm sure you can can sweet potato. That just sounds like it would make sense. Excuse me. See, I cleared the bed and now... Excuse me. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this fun little video of harvesting our sweet potato. If you liked the video, please comment, like, and share it to keep spreading the love for gardening and supporting the homestead. Thank y'all so much. Take care, everyone.